Hello everybody, my name is Prashant Prakash.
My name is Atul Dubey and we are from VIT University. Our paper ID is 3034 and our project is titled as Text to Braille Converter.
The basic motivation for the project was to make a device, basically a reader, which visually challenged people can use autonomously, that is without the need to take help from people with normal sight.
Take a look at our hardware part. So first we'll start with the camera part. This camera is a QHMPL PC webcam. This is cheap and sufficient for our purpose. This is taking the picture of the document and the picture is being transferred to the BeagleBone Black. So this is AM3358 processor Cortex. It is a processor based on the Cortex A8 based architecture. This is from Texas Instruments and this is helping us to do the OCR conversion. Then after OCR conversion it is giving output into the 4 pins and this output is being transferred to the driver board. This driver board consists of a 5 volt regulator and a L293D IC. These both are from the Texas Instruments. This is our self-designed Braille character recognition cell and this consists of a stepper motor. This stepper motor is taking output from this driver board and this stepper motor is helping us to move this belt system. This belt actually contains all the character of the Braille and the blind person will read from this cell.
Now let's have a look at the software. To interface the webcam with the BeagleBoard, we have used the /grabber.c file, which is available on linuxtv.org. Now let's move on to the screen. As you can see here, we are using a remote login client called Xming, which gives us a GUI-like interface to access the board. We have decided to code in Python largely because of its low level of difficulty and the availability of vast number of libraries in Python. For the OCR conversion, we have used Tesseract OCR. Tesseract OCR, which is an open source OCR conversion software which we got online. Further, to move the stepper, we have used BBPyStepper library as well as PyTesseract libraries. PyTesseract helps us to optical character recognition of the English alphabets, and BBPyStepper helps in movement of the stepper. The code has been saved under the name of stepdesk.py, so let us execute and see what happens.
So the code can be activated by just the press of single button, and if the person wants to change the character in the arrangement, he have to press the button again. So let's press the button and see what happens. So actually, as you can see, it is just vibrating in the position because of technical difficulty we have just faced, that the stepper motor is not able to take the load of the whole arrangement. So we are thinking to improve it by changing the stepper motor which can carry the load, and by reducing the size of the arrangement.
Our code is such that every character corresponds to a particular angle of the stepper. And now we further want to make improvements in the refreshable display by adding more cells and more stepper motors, but the most important factor will be to reduce the size of the refreshable display, which we are still working on. So this is the exact image that we have applied OCR conversion on, and we have stored this exact file in the form of braillebook.txt. To prove that our code works fine, let's have a look at the screen here. We have saved the image processed OCR converted file in braillebook.txt, which will be stored in the /root folder. So let's go to the /root folder, and right here is the braillebook.txt. On selecting it, we see the OCR converted file. As you can see that there are some certain characters which have not been recognized, like in this case P has been converted into 9. In this project, we have been successful in making a prototype of a text-to-braille converter. Our prototype does have some glitches which we are going to rectify, and we also plan to make appropriate improvements to our project. We would like to thank VIT University for giving us the platform and the resources required to perform the project. We would also like to thank Professor Ponnambalam for his constant encouragement and valuable insight. Thank you.